We're on top of another extraordinary story for you here this afternoon. Some dramatic moments in Coweta County involving a convicted child molester. Let's get out to our Doug Evans, who's in the sunshine and the chilly weather. Doug, the takedown, we understand, involved a hero canine. What more can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's right, Tom, and I'm going to get your help in narrating this video clip that we're about to see, because I can't see it. You at home can see it. Tom can see it in the studio, so Tom, feel free to jump in. Let's roll the video, and let me tell you who we're dealing with here. His name is Craig Harp. He's 44 years old. He's out of Macon, and as Tom said, he's a convicted child molester. He was wanted again for probation violation, a very serious charge, because they keep a tight rein on sex offenders, and when they violate the law, they go and pick them up again, and that's what happened with Craig Harp. This started on the streets of Coweta County, ended up in a warehouse parking lot where deputies had to box him in, tried to box him in, and then he kind of weaseled his way out of that and got around that. Tom, are you able to see the video there?
Yeah,
rolling.
It's pretty crazy. That shepherd just went under that fence line and took off running, and we're seeing the cruiser's dash cam pull that car into a spot there. It's trying to pull away now as the cop backs up a little bit and tries to pit that guy in so that he can't escape. He's going over sort of a median area in the parking lot, Doug, and I guess this is where they do the pit maneuver. Get this guy to stop. I love how
they're going to exit that warehouse parking lot.
I love how he's got a smoke in his mouth the whole time. He's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth as he gets out of his car and runs.
And he's wearing a reflective vest.
Yeah, but he goes over the fence. The dog goes under the fence. So you got to love that as well in the effort to take this guy down.
Yeah, what's really amazing about this, and this is K9 Kilo that we're talking about. His handler is investigator Will Faulkner out of the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. And so what Will does, he can't climb the fence fast enough, so he sends Kilo underneath. Kilo runs after the guy, grabs him by the ankle, hauls him down, and holds him there until the other deputies, the pursuing deputies, can come and put him into cuffs. And Tom, Kilo is a dog that we have reported on quite a bit in the last 2 years. In the summer of 2023, Coweta County was involved in another high-speed chase with a motorist who was just tearing up the streets in a Corvette. Dangerous, wild maneuvers, and they finally box him in an area in the county, and he gets out of the Corvette with a handgun and starts to open fire. Kilo rushes forward and grabs the guy and is shot. Almost fatally shot. Let's roll another piece of video that we have for you. And so Kilo was shot. They had to rush him to the hospital to save his life. They did first aid there on the scene. It was just very chaotic, very heroic dog. He received accommodations from all across the country because of the life-saving measures that he took to save his handler and the other deputies that day in 2023. They say absolutely, without Kilo rushing forward and grabbing the guy as he was firing, those deputies could have been hit by gunfire themselves. So laying his own life on the line for those that he works with. And so he's been hailed a hero many, many times before. He did survive, obviously, and he did recover and has been in action ever since. And that was, again, 2023, and this latest arrest this month in Coweta County.
Doug, it's so extraordinary how all of this is a perfect example of how all the elements of law enforcement came together. In other words, you had a convicted felon on the run. You had the cop who was able to eventually do the pit maneuver, chase him through that parking lot, get him to stop. He takes off on foot with the reflective vest on, as you mentioned, climbs over a fence. The canine is released, goes under the fence, and then takes this guy down. So everything works sequentially exactly how it was supposed to.
Yeah, these dogs are really amazing, and Coweta County has one of the largest canine, what would I call it? Canine teams, I guess, in all of Metro Atlanta, and they are really into canines and training. They got a great group of people over there, and a great bunch of dogs. We've highlighted their expertise and their exploits many times here on Fox 5. Kilo is another example of that and the training that goes into that. But they take that very seriously, Tom. They train tremendously, and not only that, but Coweta County itself, the Sheriff's Department there, is a training center for other law enforcement agencies, and so they come from all over North Georgia, even as far away as Alabama, to train in Coweta County with those deputies.
Well, you can see by the video we're showing of Kilo the enthusiasm from that canine and the desire to please the force that he works with. Just what a beautiful animal that is, and obviously so effective in carrying out their mission. Extraordinary video and an extraordinary story. Doug Evans. Doug, thanks.